Hey everyone, Kwan-yee with I Be Me. How you guys doing this Sunday morning? Hope you guys are okay. I'm having a lazy one, bit of a lie-in, and yeah, still in my dressing gown. So this morning I've been watching some Jordan Peterson. Love that guy, and he's been talking about pain and suffering. So this Buddhist concept that life is suffering, basically. And Jordan was saying that kind of our mission in life really should kind of just be to sort of tackle that suffering and see what we can do to make it less. Yeah, and I just think that ties in with everything that I'm trying to do, and all the stuff that I think is so important about self-awareness is to know how you're suffering and to really get to the root of your suffering, to be aware of your suffering and whys and wherefores and where it's come from, so that you can not suffer, or suffer less, not suffer, because life is suffering. So if you can make it better and bearable, that's kind of the point. And all the time I listen to other people and they say things so much more eloquently than I'm able to put into words. Like it's almost like they do the work for me, because I listen to them, it's like, yes, that's what I mean. And then I tell you guys, right? So I'm going to go back to when I was angry a couple of days ago, and my little breakdown that I had, and how upset I was, and go into that a little bit more today, because I have been thinking about it, trying to do the self-awareness part, because there's no point me talking about it and not practicing it, right? So yeah, I've been thinking, and I've come up with why I think I'm getting so angry, because all those little things the other day was sort of building up, and I think to myself, this is so stupid. So all these little things are tiny little things. Why am I getting myself in such a state and getting myself more and more and more and more angry? And I'm so glad, and everything comes together because I've told you guys just the right amount of information about myself to now make this video hopefully make sense. So as you guys know, my dad's not here. It's 10 years that he's not here. So this is how that ties in with it all. So I've realised that when I'm in those angry states, in those sad states, and I just want someone else to take over, I don't want all these questions pummeled at me. I want someone else to have the answers to make my life easier at that point in time, which makes sense, fine, but why does it warrant me being so upset about it? And it's basically because Dad's died. In a nutshell, it's because Dad's died, because he is the one that I would always go to if I've got a problem. And Dad's being Dad's, right? He'd be like, oh, you fix it by this, you do that, you know, stuff that dads do. Like, your lights go off in the house and you're like, have you flipped that switch in the main box thing? I'm really technical with my words, as you can tell. And he taught me that, and you know, a million other things. If the car goes wrong, you call Dad. If anything goes wrong, you call Dad. If you're upset, you call Dad. If you've got no money, you call Dad. So, you know, things like when things go wrong and I'm feeling it, then I want someone else to take over, because that's what Dad did when he was alive. You know, and I get really upset basically because he's not here anymore to do that. And I'm still yearning for someone to do that, right? I'm still yearning at those low moments of my life for that, for something that I had before that I no longer have. So it's upsetting, because, well, it's self-explanatory. I think I just explained it. But yeah, when life was so easy before, because all I had to do was make a phone call and, you know, magic wand dad comes with his shining armor and Superman suit and fixes everything. And no one does that anymore, you know, because mum, bless her heart, she's the one that needs fixing. She's kind of like, apart from the cooking and cleaning and making sure that you're physically okay in terms of feeding you and making sure the house is clean, she isn't one to fix problems. She'll be like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know. You sort it out. Like, she doesn't speak English either. So, like, if there's anything she needs doing, like with doctors, solicitors, going to the supermarket, unless it's within walking distance, you know, she needs all that help. So she collars us to do it. And so we don't have that, you know, in our lives where someone, like I'm saying me and my sister now, where we can just call dad and he'll come and sort everything out. So when everything gets overwhelming, that's what is so sad about it. But I wouldn't know that without looking, really reflecting on what's really happening over the past couple of days, based on something, well, loads of things that have accumulated over the past week. So, but now that I do know that, maybe the next 10, 20,000 times when I get angry and I have that reaction of, this is unfair, like, why do I have to be the one that is empathic towards others and no one is towards me, and blah blah blah, and all these negative emotions and thoughts that happen at the time, I'll kind of know where that comes from now. I'll be like, okay, this is because you're kind of yearning for dad to come back and save everything, right? So because I know that when it happens, maybe not the first, maybe not the 10th, maybe the 1000th time, or maybe a couple of times in between that, I'll be able to catch myself and then be like, okay, that's what's happening for you. Chill out. Like, you know what it is. So you can choose not to live in that moment, because dad can't come back, you know. As much as I'd be sad about it, and I'm sad about it in the moments of anger and upset and all of that, the reality is he can't come back and save the situation. So now it's kind of like, okay, I need to suck it up and kind of realize that. Well, I do realize that, obviously, but know that in that particular moment, know that that is my trigger, and then choose, like, okay, I know that I'm upset really because of dad, so maybe I shouldn't be lashing out at my partner right now whilst I'm angry, or that man that won't fucking move forwards his car like 5 inches so that I can park. It's like nothing to do with that guy at all, even though he may be a dick in himself, right? So yeah, just showing you more and more and going a little bit deeper as and when I can, really, to show you guys hopefully what I mean by sharing my stories. So yeah, that's the one for today. By the way, I know that some of my family members have listened to this and felt upset. I'm really sorry if that has happened. I'm not trying to upset people that this will directly affect. I'm just trying to help those that might gain something from it. So yeah, love to everyone. Happy Sunday. See you guys tomorrow.